Hey guys, what up? It's your boy, Psycho Bliat. Tonight we're live streaming for 4th of July, so naturally you're gonna hear fireworks. And it's Texas, so they're probably gonna be pretty loud. Don't let that alarm you. If I'm looking like this, it's because there's fireworks. But yeah, this is just kind of like a catch-up stream. I'm in my new apartment. I got some DVDs to show off. I went to the flea market this past weekend, so we can take a look at that. You guys can ask me questions in the chat. We'll have some fun. If you're like me and you can't like see fireworks because there's a massive tree in the way, then this is the place to be. But otherwise, spend time with your family. Don't stay here with me. I'm just bumming around because I got work tomorrow and I don't want to go to sleep. But new thing, now that I have space for a desk, I have this. Pretty neat. It is a live streaming kit that my mom got me for Christmas, and I'm finally able to put it to good use. So it's pretty neat. You can adjust the light, adjust the camera, the phone, and yeah, it clips to my desk. So anyways, so I guess I'll start by showing off these. I finally was able to put up some posters. I got the Rise of the Guardians poster that I found in a Costco parking lot. Like a cart that was just left in the parking lot had like a trash bag in it, and it was filled with Halloween decorations, and for some reason there was a Rise of the Guardians poster in there. Not that I'm complaining, because I jacked it. And then I have my How to Train Your Dragon 3 poster, and then up here on this wall I have my Ralph Breaks the Internet poster with the princesses and Penelope. You can't see it, but it's there. So yeah. In terms of the DVD haul, I think I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 DVDs. They were all $1 a pop. I wasn't going to buy them if they were more than that. But yeah, I went to this big flea market last Saturday, and the flea market was so big, they charged us $6 to get in and to park. And like I said, it was so big. There was a little dinosaur museum in it. It was so fun. There was also like an arcade. There was this giant comic book shop that had a bunch of pops, but none of them had prices on it, so I was like, okay, well, that's annoying. But anyways, yeah, a bunch of different vendors were selling DVDs, and the ones that were $1 each I got. Starting off, we have Mulan 2. Mulan 2 for me, I know a lot of people complain about like Mushu, because he was kind of trying to break up Shang and Mulan, but I thought it was fine. I really like the subplot with the princesses and these the soldiers. Good movie. I liked it a lot. Then I got Chicken Little. I was surprised. I thought I had this one, but it turns out I have Chicken Run, which it's close in title, but yeah. So I got Chicken Little. Chicken Little. And if you haven't seen the video on my YouTube channel that talks about how Buck Cluck is a perfectly fine dad, you should go watch it. I just basically compare Buck to Stoic from How to Train Your Dragon and say, why is Stoic okay when Buck isn't? Like, both their sons were bullied, and Stoic is seen as a good dad. But that's besides the point. Anyways, next up we have It's a Very Merry Muppets Christmas Movie. Now, this one I had never heard of. I saw it and I was like, sure, I'll just take it $1. Apparently it was like a straight-to-DVD movie that came out on like ABC in 2002. It had Whoopi Goldberg and some other people I don't recognize. But yeah, got this. I'll probably watch it in Christmas time, of course. Little Mermaid 3, Ariel's Beginnings. Not the best of the Disney sequels, but the music's fun. I really like Shakes and Aura. Don't really have much to say about that one. Rescuers Down Under. It's been a while since I've seen it. I remember liking it. Now, this one, The Wind in the Willows. I was hesitant on getting this one because this one, when it was released in '49, was paired with it was called The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad, and it consisted of 2 short films, The Wind in the Willows and the Headless Horseman one, Sleepy Hollow, The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Couldn't remember it. But anyways, I wanted to get The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. But I opened this one up and I saw that it comes with this neat lithogram. And I was like, oh my goodness. I wonder if I could ask just to have the stuff in it, because it also has like a Disney movie code. And I was gonna just buy that, but I was like, you know what? Let me just get the movie. So I have The Wind in the Willows. Next, the Cheetah Girls One World. This is probably the best Cheetah Girls movie. Just my opinion though. I know a lot of people, obviously, because Raven's not in it, they kind of scoff out this one, but I think this one has the best music. But according to this one, at one point there was glitter tattoos that came with this, and unfortunately my DVD does not have the glitter tattoos, and I'm very mad about that. No glitter tattoos, what? I've managed to find some really neat stuff in like DVDs that I find. I found a copy of Spy Kids 3D at the flea market. No, at a thrift store. I found it at a thrift store and it still had the 3D glasses in it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I need it. It's so cool. Yeah, so I got that one, and then I got the Snowball Express. I think this one's from the 70s. I haven't seen it. There's a lot of movies in my collection that I have yet to see, but I do believe in preserving physical media. So I try and buy as many like DVDs, at least, I mean, for now, like Disney stuff. Later on, I might want to like branch into horror and stuff like that. I know I have a couple horror movies I haven't seen, like The Amityville Horror and The Strangers. I haven't seen those. Heard they're decent. My mom really spoke highly of The Amityville Horror, but then I found out that I actually didn't buy the 70s or 80s one. I bought the remake with Ryan Reynolds. So I have that now. Anyways, next up we have the original Parent Trap from the 60s, I believe. And then it also comes with the Parent Trap 2. And I did not know there was a Parent Trap 2, but apparently it came out in the 80s. Yeah, so I've got Parent Trap and then Parent Trap Part 2. Or this is the bonus disc. I guess this first one has both movies on it. I've seen the first one, like I said, didn't know there was a second one. The first one's funny because these two girls, I don't know if they're British, but they talk like with a British accent, both of them. And it's like, one of them, I'm going off the Lindsay Lohan one, but one of them is supposed to be British, one of them isn't. But they both have a British accent. I don't know. Beats me. Anyways, next up we have Tinkerbell and the Great Fairy Rescue. This is only my second Tinkerbell DVD. I believe I have Secret of the Wings on Blu-ray, and that's it. Yeah, so I was pretty stoked to add this one. I love the Tinkerbell movies. I need all of them. This one is another one I haven't seen, Eloise at the Plaza. This one was pretty banged up, but I was like, yeah, it's fine. As long as the DVD's in salvageable condition, I'll get it. Next up, Aladdin. Now this is the copy, this Platinum Edition is the one I had when I was younger, like we had as kids. I remember the second disc had a really fun game. The second disc had a really fun game where you were like flying through the carpet throughout Agrabah. And there was a lot of puzzles on this one as well. I really have fun like going through this and just kind of like reliving the memories I had when I was a kid. Yeah, everything seems to be there. Yeah, Aladdin was one of my favorite movies growing up. I watched it like so many times, especially since we had like a DVD player in the car, and I would watch it on repeat. Next up, Camp Rock. Another one I have not seen. I've seen bits and pieces of Camp Rock, but when it came out, I just like did not care to watch it. I know now it's kind of like a so bad it's good movie. Yeah, but Camp Rock. I have Camp Rock now on DVD, and these are the other ones. I have Twitches and Twitches 2. I have High School Musical 2. I believe I do have the extended version. I have Cheetah Girls 2. I don't have Minuteman. I actually haven't seen Minuteman, and I don't have Jumpin'. But yeah, I definitely need to watch Camp Rock. I know a bunch of clips have been going viral since it's kind of cringe, but in a good way. In a good way. She's really good. Is that in there? Okay. Next up, we have The Rookie, starring Dennis Quaid. Another one I haven't seen, so I won't speak to that. Around the World in 80 Days. I remember recommending my sister watch this one, even though I haven't seen it, and she ended up not liking it. So, only thing I know about it is that Jackie Chan is in it. I don't. ABC. Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian with Ben Barnes. I'm pretty sure that's him. He was the villain in The Punisher. He was like the really hot guy. Yeah, haven't seen the first Narnia. I think I've seen just the ending, honestly. And I have not seen this one. I know I've seen like bits and pieces of the third one, which is funny because the third one wasn't made by Disney. It was made by like a completely different company. I'm pretty sure all the actors are different, which is something. Next up, Pete's Dragon. I've seen the 2016 remake. Haven't seen the original. I definitely need to get on it. This is one I need to watch. And lastly, I have Hannah Montana living the rock star life. This is, I had to look it up. This is the first 3 episodes of the series. It's like the one where she tells Lily her secret, and it's the one, I don't know if she tells Mitchell Musso's character her secret in those first 3 episodes. I don't remember his character's name. Was it like... No, I don't remember his... Oliver! I can't remember his son. Oliver. I don't remember if in these 3 episodes she tells Oliver her secret. It's been a while. I don't remember. Yeah, but those are all the DVDs I got. I also did get one Funko Pop. I got Kristoff. And I already had Kristoff, funnily enough, but I ended up selling him because there's 2 versions of these Frozen ones. There's the original print, and then there's the re-release, which came out, let's see. This pop came out in 2000 and... Okay, so it doesn't say what year it came out, but this is one of the later prints where they really toned down the redness of the face. Because the first wave from 2014, 2015 is around the time the first Frozen movie came out. They had like very, very red faces. These ones are better. They do have like some red on their cheek, but they're not red. Like their faces aren't red, which is good. So I did get the Kristoff. I have to get a new Elsa because the Elsa I had was very, very red. But the one I have is good. But yeah, I only got 1 Funko Pop so far since I've been here, which is a month. I got 3 pops. I got the Beach Sally and the Beach Jack, and then I got Kristoff from the flea market. I got paid $5 for this one, so not bummed about it. I went to the mall today, and that was really all we did today. We went to the mall, and they ended up not having the Hiccup on Toothless Pop ride anywhere. And I know Diz Trackers posted that he just got his from Entertainment Earth a couple days ago, so I'm like hoping Box Lunch usually gets in Pops first. I'm really like holding on to Box Lunch getting it because I have a coupon at Box Lunch, and then I have my $5 rewards at GameStop, but I went to go ask when they would be getting in, and the guy at GameStop, the cashier, said that it doesn't even show up in the system. So I'm like, okay, well that's that's just great. I guess they haven't allocated the stock to the GameStop. Kind of what he said. Something to the effect of that. But yeah. Crystal. In terms of like what else I saw at that flea market, there was one vendor who had a bunch of loose pops, and I asked how much they were, and she was like, oh, they're all different prices. And I was like, okay, that's fine. You know, loose pops aren't that much usually. Like, especially at the flea markets. Loose pops go from like usually $3 and under, sometimes $5, and I'll only grab that if it's like a more rare pop. In boxes, usually I'll go up to like $15, depending on how rare the pop is. Like I said, like that Walgreens Anakin, I ended up snatching that before the value skyrocketed, the value actually decreased. I snatched it for $10, and so I thought I was like incredible. I thought that was, you know, what a stroke of luck. I caught a $90 pop for $10 at the flea market. But I asked the vendor, I asked her how much she was selling the pops for. she said they were all different prices, and then I asked, okay, well, I want these ones, these ones, these ones, and she had a lot of Disney ones, so I basically said like the whole half the container. And she was like, okay, so the Lion King ones are $9, the Trolls ones are 10, and the Frozen ones are 7. And I'm like, what? These are loose. They're not that valuable. Come on, these are all commons. And I just had to walk away. I was like, nah, I'm not paying that much for loose pops. I'll pay a lot for pops that are in box that I missed. Like, trust me, if I had money when the Fairly Odd Parents 3-pack came out, if I wasn't unemployed at that time, and I had money, I would have snatched them, like, for a lot. I would have snatched them because I missed them on the Funko Shop, and then they obviously didn't come to any store that's in Texas. They came to a store that's only in Ohio for some reason, and I would have paid a lot for them. Not even gonna front. I really wanted that 3-pack. But yeah, like, I think the most I've ever spent on a pop, I want to say, was either the SDCC 2021 Bakugo or the NYCC 2021 or 2022 Danny Phantom. I know I spent like $60 on that one. And then I think I spent $60 also on the Funko Shop exclusive Selena in the white gown. I missed that one on the Funko Shop. I thought I would be able to snatch it, and I don't remember why I missed it. I think it was at work or something, but that one came out quite some time ago, and I missed it, so I bought it on Mercari for my mom, because she has all the Selena pops. She's got the white dress Selena, the Funko Shop exclusive, and the Hot Topic Selena, the glitter one. So I got those. I think I spent maybe, I don't want to say I spent 80 on the Top Pops U2s. That's probably the most I've ever dropped on a figure. I spent, because I missed it. He sold out in 2 hours. This was before U2s kind of did their own system where U2s went from having a allocated stock of a creator based on how much they think they're going to sell. Now they do it where they put a figure on sale of a creator, usually, for 2 weeks. And that 2 weeks is the minimum. But they'll put a creator figure up for 2 weeks, and then they'll close that 2-week period, and then they'll make that exact quantity. Or I'm sure they make a little bit more, but they'll make that quantity. And that's a much more efficient way of doing things, because obviously you'll have enough for everyone, and if you missed out, like, you could just buy it secondhand. Depending on how niche the creator is, though, that's the problem. If you have like a niche creator who makes a figure and then like all of a sudden they blow up, it's going to be very hard to find that figure because they didn't sell a lot of pieces of it in the first place. And this was before that. Top Pops, I don't know how much stock he had, but at the time I think he only had maybe like 200,000 subscribers. I think he's almost at 1 million now. But I missed it because I think I was also at work, and I missed the 2 p.m. drop, and I ended up like freaking out, and I went to Mercari and I was like, hey, which one's the cheapest one? $80? Fine. I don't think I'll be able to find it. If it's sold out that quick, then I'm gonna probably have a hard time finding it for that quickly and any cheaper. But yeah, I think that's the most I've ever spent on a figure. In terms of the most I've ever spent on anything else, I think I dropped like 250 on the Ralph Breaks the Internet Princess mini doll box. And just for the Funko Shop, for the Disney store to like drop one that included all of them, like with Anna and Elsa as well, because the original drop had just the 13 or 12 princesses, and then they had like an Anna and Elsa 2-pack, and I spent maybe like $125 just on that 2-pack. Yeah, I was a little reckless with my money, and that's not to say I've gotten better, but now things are on the line. My apartment, I gotta get a car coming up because this job situation it's kind of difficult having to rely on Uber to take you everywhere. Sometimes you don't know who you're gonna get as a driver. It's not great. I've had good drivers so far, don't get me wrong, but I fear the day where I have like a driver that's not kind. Let's just say that. But yeah, like that's what's going on right now in the situation. In terms of work, I've been working 10-hour days, and that's kind of really taken a toll on my sleep schedule. Specifically, I come home, I make dinner, and I fall asleep. And yeah, that's reminding me I should probably log off right now. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know I didn't have any viewers, which is fine. You know, I'd rather you guys be watching the fireworks with your family than being here watching me yap. But I'm gonna upload the live to my profile so that way you can hang out with me retroactively. Yeah, so with that, I'm saying bye and I'm logging off. Bye! Happy 4th of July.